Hey y'all, it's a great day here at the Raytown Travel Agency. May I help? May I help? May I help you? So I'm home now, and hey Flame, there's the kids' mac and cheese. There goes mashed potatoes and gravy. There's honey butter biscuits. And there's my okra. I guess that's the dark meat box. And that's the white meat box. And one wing. Hey Edward. You know I'm always hunting flies. Let me get the chat up over here so I can see it better. Hey babe. I just want the wing off of here. I don't want the breast. Raymond can have those breasts. I'll get a fire. No, my camera's in here with me. I'm not sitting my iPhone outside. You crazy? You gonna buy me a new iPhone? No, we will not be sitting outside. Nope. All right, y'all. So I'm back home. Hey, Big Oso. Um, Still raining, but it's kind of clear for the moment. It's like kind of died down to a trickle for right now. But so I came home and I got my letter back from Social Security, and they denied me again. And again, for the same reasons. Because you're young. It's like, while you have partial paralysis and a prosthetic knee, you still partially work sometimes. Although you have pain and discomfort, you still work sometimes. Although you have arthritis in your joints, you still work sometimes. Your headaches, you still work sometimes. Even though you have weakness and neuropathy, you still work sometimes. Even though you have asthma, you still work sometimes. Then they claim they don't have sufficient vocational information to determine whether I can still do any of my past work. You can't see if I can pick patients up and move them about? Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically, because I do work part-time, as I have children that I have to feed, if I just don't do anything at all and don't even do part-time what I can do, I let my kids starve, I get my kids taken away, like what? I don't get it. But they're saying, yeah, you have paralysis, yeah, you have neuropathy, yeah, you have a lot of pain, and we won't give you pain meds for any of it because you're not disabled. But you can't be disabled because our country is so stupid. So incredibly stupid. It's not even like I'm trying to get them to give me money. I just want them to allow me to be able to get medication for my problems. If I can get the medication, I could work full time. I'm not saying I can't work and I don't want to work. I'm saying I do want to work. Just give me the freaking ability to get prescriptions so that I can get medication for my pain so I can work. Like, what is so what's so complicated in that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Hey kids, craftivity. Hey Edwana. But yeah, it's so frustrating, y'all. And I got a lawyer this time, so I'm sure he'll go ahead and appeal or whatever. I haven't gotten a phone call from him yet, but I'm sure I will. but just still, it's so stupid. But I didn't even ask for an opioid. At no point did I ask for an opioid at all. I live in Oklahoma. I didn't ask for any opioids. When I got home from the hospital from almost cutting my foot off, I told them I didn't want the pills that they were trying to give me. I don't want Percocet. I don't want Oxy. Just give me whatever the lowest thing you can give me to dull down the pain so I can keep it moving. That's what I want. I'm not a drug addict. I've never taken drugs in my life. I don't take drugs. My father was a drug addict and an alcoholic. My mother was an alcoholic. My grandparents were alcoholics. I don't do any of that stuff. Why? Because I watched my family do it. There's no danger of me getting hooked on anything because I will not. I refuse. That's not the road that I wanted to travel. Therefore, I didn't do it. But what I do want is to be able to function normally so I can work. Like, it's just for real. No, they're not putting it all together. They're just trying to clump one person and say, nah, because since you're just not sitting at home, Medicaid doesn't do anything for you. Medicaid does not allow you to get pain relief. Not for a permanent condition. What I need is called pain management. I need to go to a pain management doctor because what's wrong with me will never go away. Medicaid doesn't qualify for pain management. That's the problem. The only way I can get pain management is if I am considered disabled. Then I can go to a pain management doctor and then I can get a low dose of something to allow me just to function. Turn that down. Yeah, this state is very backwards. Stupid. But they have I had former patients who were doing better than me. They were sitting around stoned out of their doggone minds on all the pills that they were giving them. I walk in and they're just sitting there drooling. Like, really? Let me say my grace. Hold on. Gracious Father, thank you for food and better receiving nurse somebody in Christ. I do pray. Amen. Hold on. Me and this fly. All right. What you doing? Okay, Edwana. Edwana's a social worker, y'all. Hey, Kim. I put both the green and the red hot sauce on my chicken. I believe you, also. I believe you. I think if I was still in Texas, I would have had it already too. Hey, Carla. And the doctor that I went to see, you know, he was telling me, he's like, I'm for you getting disability. As far as I'm concerned, you need it. He said, but that does not mean that they are going to do what I say. And they didn't. And that's the thing. They didn't deny any of my things that are wrong with me. They said, yeah, you have all of this wrong. But you still work part-time, so you're all right. If I start going to the emergency room every week, every time I have pain, and then they'll say that I'm abusing the system. But honestly, that's what I want to do. Start going up there. Every time I'm hurting, you go in there. Until they get tired of seeing me. Now, what's so crazy? Hey, priest, is when I had my knee replaced. A nurse actually came in my room when the morning I woke up from my knee replacement. And she said, so do you want to be disabled? Or do you want therapy so you can learn to walk again? And I was like, what? And she's like, do you want us to set it up so you can go to therapy? Or do you just want to be disabled and we don't send you to therapy so you can learn to walk? And I was like, why would I not want to go to therapy so I can walk? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the whole point in getting the fake knee is so I can walk. And I was like, I want to go to therapy. She's like, okay. And she walked out and she put in the paperwork so I could go to therapy. But that's like the options that she gave me when I woke up was, do you want to be disabled or do you want to go to therapy? So I guess if I had just agreed with her and be like, I want to be disabled, they would have just put it in the computer. I had a fake knee and I couldn't walk no more. And that would have been that. Like, I don't understand that. And then with my foot, when I almost cut my foot off, there was nothing offered. Like, it was just, you know, nobody came in and said that to me at that point. And at that point, I was disabled at that point. I couldn't walk at all. I could not walk. I couldn't even go to therapy after I almost severed my foot. But that wasn't, offered then. It's like, if you have a surgery to get a prosthetic something, they give you the option, do you want to be disabled or do you want to go to therapy? Like, what? Oh, so the thing is, it's like, it's low, like to rent, if you rent or whatever, like houses are not very expensive here. But like taxes and groceries are high. So it's cheap to live here. At the same time, it's not cheap to live here. And then everything is behind in times and annoying and frustrating. Have you eaten breakfast, Kim? Is your grandma cooking? Oh yeah, Muskogee, that's the country for real. He's not evil. Oh, your grandma's gone. Anybody there with you? Your aunt there? Vance made me this bear, I think 4 years ago. That was Rayana used to carry around a scary doll. He long gone. She made him vanish when she was about 4. 3 or 4. That's when she decided he was creepy. Walmart. Walmart's always popping in the country. When I went to college in Abilene, that was like what people used to, say if they wanted to go have fun. Y'all want to go to Walmart? Let's go to Walmart. Walmart. You going? Can I go? It's like, really? And it wasn't even a super Walmart. It was a regular Walmart. I don't drink sodas, Kim. It's tea. It's tea. I don't drink anything carbonated. And the funny thing is, Abilene had a mall. But most of them weren't saying, let's go to the mall. But the mall was farther. You had to have a car to go to the mall. The mall was, probably a good, I'd say a good 5 miles. But walking distance from the campus, there was a Walmart. There was a Chinese restaurant, Chinese buffet, a Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's. I think that was it. That's all that was over there. I like green tea. I don't think I've ever had brown rice tea. I had a rice tea, but it didn't say what color rice. You like white rice? I have a feeling that's what the tea that I had was white rice, because it was a kind of a cloudy white color. It wasn't clear. It was like, you know. Hey, DC and Lisa. Yeah, I've played tennis before. Yeah. Those kids went back to bed. Well, Shayla never woke up, but Rayon went back to bed. love my jug. I can pack it full of ice and it stays real cold. Where'd he go? So y'all, I've eaten all my chicken, but I ain't eaten all sides yet. But I bought some card games for me and the girls to play. And then I decided to amp it up a little bit by whenever you lose a round, you gotta eat a jelly bean. Not a round, but you know, every time you lose, you gotta eat a jelly bean. And of course, y'all know, you don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. So we're gonna do some videos. We got Uno Flip, Uno, Dos, and Uno Dare. And we're gonna play and torture. And they don't have those flavors. But they have the two that I can't stand. The two that I always get and that kill me are spoiled milk and rotten egg. And this one has dirty dishwater and stink bug added to it. There's a dirty dishwater and dirty socks, I think, sweaty socks, stinky socks. Stinky socks, moldy cheese, booger, long clippings, dog food, barf, rotten egg, toothpaste, spoiled milk, dead fish, stinky socks, stink bug, dirty dishwater, barf, rotten egg, dead fish, spoiled milk. Hey Michelle, I'm good. How are you? Whenever I see your name, I remember a girl I went to school with, high school. Her name was Michelle Weaver. Yeah. We got Uno, Dos, Uno Flip, Uno Dare. So So I think these will be fun. I think these will be fun. Close my plate up like that. I'll finish later. Put that over there for them whenever they decide to wake up and be hungry. Which black rice? Which black rice, Edward? Like wild rice or some of the Asian rices? You can hear what, priest? That's Shaylin's cereal collection. No, that's the TV. They're not making any noise. Yeah, it's Shaylin's TV that you hear. Yeah, she's not even in there moving and rolling over. There she go. Now she's moving. Got the last of the stuff they need for camp. If they finish doing the housework they're supposed to be doing, they'll be going to camp. I'm missing a light. There it is. Hey, Tasha. I had to get them off. New travel toothpaste and toothbrush. I already got the sunscreen. Rayon already has hers. Here's Shaylin's swimming suit. Priest, I got the baby some more treats. There's some sunscreen somewhere. Rayon already has all her stuff and she already has it in the suitcase. because her camp is first. Her camp is on the 10th. And then Shaylin's is the following week. 1 week. They go to camp on Saturday afternoon, and then I pick them back up on, I think, the following Friday. No, I think I dropped them off on a Sunday afternoon. Monday. The 10th is a Monday. So I drop them off on Monday afternoon, and then I pick them up on Saturday. Saturday morning. Not really morning, but Saturday afternoon. And then Shaylin's is from the 17th. Shaylin's up now. I can hear her messing with the remote. Probably trying to figure out batteries, because she kills the batteries every night. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Fifi. That was when I was working at Blockbuster. Remember when I first started working at Blockbuster, that song was on the trailer tape. Her dancing around that thing like a trash bag. Fly swatter, an electric fly swatter. Oklahoma is overrun with flies. And so you spend your day killing flies. Yeah, the Busta Rhymes. Trying to think of what Busta Rhymes video do we ever have on trailer tape. I think that one that he had with Janet Jackson. That video he had with Janet Jackson, we had that on a trailer tape. I can't remember what it was. I don't even remember. I think in the video he's either wearing blue or purple leather or something. I don't think I saw that one. I remember the Janet Jackson one. That's the one that was on a trailer tape. And then we had Aerosmith, Don't Want to Miss a Thing. We had Leanne Rimes. We had Faith Hill. Carlos Santana. Let's think of all the songs I remember from the trailer tape. Because, you know, we had the same trailer tapes. You had to play it every day, all day for a month. And so by the end of the month, you knew all them songs by heart. When I first started, there was a group on there. I'm trying to remember what their name was. The Zoot Suit Riot, I think was the name of the song. Zoot Suit Riot was on there. And I think like their original name was like Cherry Poppin' Daddies or something. And then they made them change the name. Because I remember we had two different tapes for them. They had to send us a new tape with a new name for the band. Hey, John. Thank you so much. I watched your replay the other day for, it was a soup. I think it was a soup. Yeah, it was a soup that I watched the other day. why I can't remember what it was. I know it was a soup. Really? Last concert I went to was Maroon 5 and there was a rock group, an old rock group, and I can't remember which rock group it was. We went to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Maroon 5. It wasn't, was it AC/DC? It wasn't AC/DC. Yes, that's it. That's it. Um, I try to leave comments, but sometimes when I'm working, I can't because I have my gloves on and stuff. But I do watch even when you don't see my comment. Um, I don't know. I keep wanting to say it was AC. It couldn't have been. It wasn't AC/DC. Who sings Highway to Hell? Hold on. Who sings that? AC/DC. Okay. AC/DC. So that's the last concert that I went to. I went with my aunt and we saw Maroon 5 and AC/DC at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Because that was the song that they ended with. Because it started up, Maroon 5 was out first and they sang, and then AC/DC was, I guess, like the headliner. And then Maroon 5 joined them on the stage and they were singing Highway to Hell. Because I remember we started off kind of singing along, and then my aunt is a very, very devout Christian. Like, she's very devout. She works for Lakewood. And she's sitting there singing, and then she thought about it because they were on the stage and they're like doing this on the stage, singing the song. And Mom was like, wait, we can't stand here and sing We on a Highway to Hell. That's not a place, we don't want to go there. Because I remember cracking up. Because they were all on the stage, Highway to Hell. And she was like, wait a minute, I can't sing that. I'm not on the Highway to Hell. But I remember that. So that's the only reason why I know what band it is, because I remember the last song. And before that, I think concert before that would have been a Christian concert. It was Carmen and Crystal Lewis that my aunt took me to. You feel like Shaq. And before that was with my god brother for his, I think it was like his 15th birthday, maybe. His mom got us tickets to go to a concert. It was TLC. They were the first out. It's TLC, Shaggy, Shabba Ranks, and then Bobby Brown. TLC was not the ish that night. They didn't even sing. They came out on the stage and they didn't feel like the Houston people. Oh, Fifi, I'm old. I've told that. They didn't feel the Houston people were cheering for them loud enough when they came out on the stage. Now, mind you, they didn't come out singing. They just walked out. Like, there was no music playing. They just walked out on the stage. And Left Eye was like, "Hey, Houston, how y'all doing?" And Houston was like, "We cool, you know, we alright, you know." And they were like, "We can't hear you." And Houston was like, "Okay, go ahead, play some music, you know." So, "Y'all better cheer for us." And Houston was like, "Y'all gonna sing or something?" Like, what's she screaming for? And then she was like, "Well, F y'all in." And they turned around and walked off the stage. And we like,
what was that?
Left Eye. And we was just like, what just happened? And then all of a sudden Shaggy started singing, "It wasn't me." And we went on about our business. Like, we didn't see him. F y'all in.
I don't think you should say that to your fans. They probably lost a lot of them that night.
You fell. Girl, why you over there falling? So, yeah, Shaggy came out. And then, Left Eye, TLC was like the opening act of the concert that night. But they didn't come out. There was no music playing or nothing. They just walked out on the stage. And Left Eye was like, "Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Houston, da-da-da-da-da." And Houston was like, "Hey." And she was like, "Y'all not loud enough. We can't hear you." I said, "Hey, y'all better cheer for us." And Houston was like, "Y'all gonna sing?" Like,
they didn't do their usual intro.
She just walked. They literally walked out to the middle of the stage, and she just started talking.
They usually have like this dance intro, and then they start saying "hey" and
they just walked out and started talking, and everybody was like, "Hey," you know. They was waiting for some music, some lights and stuff, and you know, and it was, you know, she's just talking, and they was like, "Hi, give us something to cheer for. You just over there screaming at the stage, like, hi, you know, y'all not loud enough. Y'all gotta get hype." And we're like, "Okay, play some music."
How y'all gonna get hype? It doesn't happen yet.
Yeah, play some music. We get hype
because you're in a room with celebrities.
Yeah, she was just up there screaming, and then they didn't get hype enough, so she was like, "Well, F y'all in." They turned around and left. They did not perform. They left the stage, and next thing we know was, "It wasn't me." And we started cheering for Shaggy. He was singing. There was music going on then, you know. And then when Shaggy got off, then Shabba got on, and he had a really long set. And that's when John, my godbrother, he really enjoyed Shaggy's set, because his little backup dancer girls, they kept changing outfits, but they didn't go to the back of the stage and leave and go change. They came right there to the side of the stage where we was and took their clothes off and put on new clothes and went back on the stage. So my godbrother was like, it was like, "Well, happy 15th birthday to you, John. Huh?"
thought that you were usually supposed to go backstage to the
I guess they didn't have the time to go back. They went side stage right there in front of John John. He was like happy birthday to you, I guess. He got a good old peep show because they kept changing. And he was just like, okay. And then when his mama came and picked us up after the concert, she was like, y'all have fun? I said, oh, John had a good time. Because them Shabba Ranks girl was getting naked on the side of the stage, and he was watching. She was like, you was watching, John? And he's like, I saw it, Mama. She was like, ooh, happy birthday. He saw it all.
Don't celebrities usually, like, don't the singers and rappers usually, like, have some type of intro or something special before they start their performance that makes the people cheer?
But I think that's what TLC they were supposed to be the hype people. Like, they were supposed to come out, because the first act is the person that's supposed to hype everybody up to get ready for the rest of the concert. But instead of coming out all with some excitement, they came out and wanted us to hype them up. And we was like, hi. You gonna play some music? Like, and that was, that was pre-Waterfalls. That was like, baby, baby, baby. So, like, okay, sing some. Come on, like,
Yes, that was in 1994.
No, it might be before that. It was like 92. Yeah, it was like 92. Because that's when I was a freshman in high school and he was still in junior high. So, yeah. So he wasn't even 15. He wasn't even 15. That must have been like his 13th birthday.
I think I would have been upset that Left Eye.
Yeah, I think I might have been 15.
I mean, like, I'm throwing away all my TLC albums.
I think I might have been 15. That was like his 13th birthday.
Did people start booing when she said that?
No, they weren't. Everybody was just looking because they were trying to figure out what she wanted. Like, they came out and we were like, yay! But she said it wasn't loud enough. And then people were like, you're not doing nothing. Like, Houston's not the, kind of crowd that you just walk out and start demanding stuff from them, because they start looking at you like,
yeah, because that's normal people. Those are not fangirls.
yeah, they're more like, you know how much money I paid to come and sit here? And
that's something that a fangirl would do, just start screaming.
And especially if they weren't the number one, they weren't the top, top slot person. They were the hype people. Like, their name wasn't even on the ticket.
So they wasn't supposed to be there?
They're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be the hype people. They were the first people on the list. And so it was like, okay, let's go. Get us hype. You just come out here just screaming at us. Everybody was like, you gonna play some music? You gonna sing? You gonna dance? You gonna sing? You gonna do something? Like, why you just screaming? Like, it's like, come on, Houston, I can't hear you. Do something. The whole crowd wasn't even there yet because they're the first group. People come late to concerts and stuff. So they were the very first people out on the stage.
That's who was gonna be hyping them up if everybody wasn't in the crowd yet.
They was supposed to hype the crowd up. That was the point. The crowd wasn't supposed to hype them up. But she got attitude. Get y'all in. So even though I went to a concert where I should have seen TLC, I have never seen TLC in concert.
Did you ever see Michael Jackson?
No. Michael Jackson never came to Houston once I was old enough to go to concerts. I think the closest he ever went was Austin. I don't even think he went to Dallas.
Wasn't that where the Super Bowl was?
No, when Michael Jackson went to the Super Bowl, I think it was in... No, it was in Dallas. One of the times it was in Dallas because that's when I was in Abilene and one of my friends was supposed to go and dance in the crowd, like in his crowd. Hey, Purple. So that was in Dallas. That's when I was in college. Like she was in, when he did the...
These are cute.
That's your pajamas for the
They're
thing.
so
When he did the,
cute.
what was it, Heal the World?
Oh yeah. So she was supposed to lift up the thing.
Yeah, she was out there doing that. She was out there doing
And
that.
they said dance in his crowd. I was like, so you mean she just sitting in the chair dancing?
No, on the field. Like, whenever he did the Super Bowl, he always had, they'd be out there holding up the flag and doing different stuff. She was out in that. Now, don't take any of this stuff away if you gon' go lose it. This is all stuff for camp.
I just put the stuff in my suitcase.
But she can't put stuff in the suitcase because you're taking the suitcase.
I have another suitcase.
Are you gonna go put that in there and leave it in there?
Yes.
I'm happy that I have 2 swimsuits now.
2.
And Molly was like, "You got
She was
me
making a
onesie."
face at the flag, so I got her a different one if she didn't like the flag. Did
No,
you already
I
take them
like
other clothes? No, here's one shirt.
I love it. And my bras?
You just announced to everybody on YouTube that you have bras. 1.
Is it still on here?
10, 12.
Okay, it got taken.
Mine?
That's what you wear. What are you talking about?
Wait.
That jet is real low.
Ooh. It's good. Have to fold these. Oh, and it changes.
Somewhere you have some shorts. Bless you. Here, these are your panties. Oh. Alright, here's one pair of shorts.
Jean shorts. Just so you don't get
So bugs don't bite you. It's a bug spray.
bug spray. These are cute.
Alright, did you get toothbrush in your pile?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I got
So put all that stuff in your suitcase. Thank you, Purple. Nope, never saw Prince. Saw Bobby Brown. I saw Lufa. I saw Lufa Vandergross. I saw Lufa.
Can I go to a Cardi B concert? Because she performs here almost all the time.
How you gonna say all the time? She's performed here what, once?
No, not once. I was looking at the schedule and it said that she's going to Tulsa. And she's going to Tulsa.
That just means she'll still be in Tulsa.
Well,
They usually do it more than one time. Like more than one day.
can I go still?
Medium loofah. It was medium loofah when I saw loofah. That was when I was in junior high. I saw loofah. I saw Selena.
You saw the Mexican Madonna.
I saw Selena.
That's another name for her.
No, her name is Selena. I saw Frankie Beverly and Maze. I saw Patty. I saw Sinbad. He wasn't singing, but I saw Sinbad. These are all people I saw at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, y'all.
Why is people going to concerts and not singing?
Huh?
Why is people going to concerts and not singing?
Who?
You said that this one guy didn't sing, but you still saw him.
Sinbad was a comedian.
Oh.
He did a comedy show. I said Patty. My grandparents went and saw Ray Charles. I didn't go to Ray Charles with them, but I went to see
Did you ever see Tina Turner?
no. I went to see Maya Angelou with him. I'm missing somebody and I can't think of who it is. I'm missing somebody and I can't think of who. No, I haven't seen Little Richard. I saw the gospel version of Little Richard. I don't even know what the man's name was. It was when I saw Crystal Lewis in concert, there was a black guy that came out first. He was the first person. He was the hype person or whatever. And it was a black man, and he was wearing a shiny purple tux. Like the pants were normal, like silk pants or whatever, but then he had the top part was all covered in sequins. And he had a jerry curl. And I don't even know what his name was, but he just reminded me of Little Richard. And he was singing and stuff, and some lady that was in the audience started shouting and screaming in tongues and stuff. He stopped his set. He stopped the concert and he said, get her out of here. We don't do that satanic stuff up in here. she's doing too much. And he stopped and he waited for security to take that woman out of there for shouting and screaming in tongues. He was like, no, we don't do that.
Who was shouting and screaming?
Some lady that was in the audience. But they had to take her out. He was like, no. You're interrupting the show. But I don't know. I have no idea what that man's name is. I have no clue. But after him was Crystal Lewis, who I did know who she was, and then Carmen, who is another gospel singer. I don't know if he's Italian or Lithuanian. I don't know what he is. He's some olive complected type person.
My, would I be old enough to go to an Ariana Grande concert?
What do you mean, alone?
No, not alone. Just old enough to go.
Everybody's old enough to go to any concert. There's no age limit for a concert. If your parent gonna pay for it, they paying for it. Y'all went to Lion King.
Which is also a concert.
An expensive one at that.
Yes. It's like
They also
$100
have
or
concession stands.
3,000.
No, it wasn't 3,000, but it was 350 or 375 each ticket. Thank you, Edwina.
Have the food and drinks in there.
The ones that we bought there, yeah.
Because one of my friends said that her mom had to sneak a drink and food in there.
That's because she didn't want to pay for what they were selling. No, she wasn't supposed to sneak anything in. But what you bought right there, you could have. Remember, I bought y'all juice or whatever.
It was soda.
Oh, yeah, you bought a Sprite.
I had to keep going to the bathroom.
You only got up once. And that.
No, it was like twice.
No.
Can I put it on?
Mm-hmm. She's so excited to have a bra.
I'm excited to go to camp.
You better be excited to finish your cleaning so that you get to go to camp.
I am.
You am when? You gotta get her done or you not going. Because you can't get there unless I drive you. And my car ain't going over there until it's done. Trying to think, did I see anybody else? I saw Patty LaBelle, Selena.
Is Selena from Houston?
Corpus
Or-
Christi.
Oh.
Or was it Texarkana? No, Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi. I saw Lufa. Saw Maya Angelou. I'm thinking of the people that are no longer with us that I did see. My mom saw David Bowie in concert.
Did you see my
I think it,
bathroom?
no. I think maybe like when she, I don't know if she was pregnant with me or maybe the year before she was pregnant with me. But she told me she went to his concert here in Oklahoma and then he was banned from ever doing another concert in Oklahoma because at that concert he pulled down his pants and pooped on the stage and picked it up and ate it.
Ew. Ew.
Why are you saying?
And Oklahoma said, nah, bruh. Nah.
happened?
David Bowie pooped on the stage at a concert that Granny was at, and he picked it up and took a bite.
What did he poop on the stage for?
I guess the same reason why Ozzy Osbourne grabbed a bat and bit its head off. That's just what they felt the mood. I don't know.
I would have left.
I don't know.
I would have said, boo, you're disgusting.
Granny told me about that. She was at a David Bowie concert, and then he got banned.
He got banned?
For pooping on the stage. Yeah, that's a little uncalled for.
It's disgusting, bro.
Well, maybe
A little
he wanted
uncalled
to show
for.
off a turd to the world and say, y'all are lucky to be seeing this turd.
He ate it.
All of it?
I don't know about I just know she said he pooped and he ate.
Wait, yeah, mommy did buy me one. I watched this video of this one R. Kelly concert, and he had grabbed someone's phone and rubbed it on his crotch. They're like, why would you do something like that?
Don't spray that shit on that. It's for camp. Go put all this stuff in your suitcase. You said you had a suitcase. Go put it all in there.
Doodle.
She says she had it. Now she got to find it. Trying to think. I think that's all the singer concerts I went to. But I met Junkyard Dog when I was little. I met Refrigerator Perry when I was little. I met Hulk Hogan. Daryl Strawberry. My grandparents actually like knew him somehow. The black guy from Miami Vice. What was this, Don Johnson? Or is that the white guy's name? The black guy, whatever his name was. Met him when I was like 7 or 8 at a family reunion.
I think these two are gonna be out in the top.
4 pair of those panties are for camp. The rest are just your panties. So 4 pair of those go in your suitcase.
You take out 4?
To go in your suitcase, and they stay in your suitcase.
It's time.
Time for what? Oh, I couldn't see what was in your hand. I should have go tell it.
Oh, this is 3 pairs. Like the rows are actually stuck
So yeah, I saw Maya Angelou.
like this.
She said I was such a pretty girl. She came.
Angela told you to we're such a pretty girl.
You guys.
We were in like the second or third row from the stage. There was nobody in front of us. I guess that's just where they first started seating people, or started selling tickets. I guess, I don't know, because there was nobody else in the other two rows. She just looked up.
These are cute. I like this one and this one.
Just have 4 to go in your suitcase.
Just 4.
Okay.
I still don't get these short. Like, I thought they were like this color too. They're like
Nope, they're sparkly. Why are you crisscrossing it like that? Hold the front straight and then it'll fold itself over. You don't have to hold the straps. Let the straps go and just hold the front of the swimming suit.
Yeah.
Look. You're here. This is the front of your swimming suit. Huh? It started storming and I came home. The sky turned all black and we got a tornado warning. And I did not want to leave y'all by yourselves. Tornado. It's time for me to be home now anyway. I didn't leave that much early. It's 4:46. I would have been here now anyway. Because I got off at 4:30. I don't have any. Unless you go look in the car and see if I have some in the car. There might be some in the trunk.
They have some food.
You ready to eat?
Yes.
Have you washed your hands?
Yes.
A priest wants to see you. Uh-oh. Say hi.
Hi.
bag.
Yep, I made it home, huh?
I guess I'll just be using a bag.
Okay, we'll use a bag.
I have that. Uh-oh. You know where the bags are?
It's such a bag. Mashed potatoes.
The one thing that always looks good to me about the church's mac and cheese, and the kids love it, is it always has that cheese, you know, that top, the browned part of the cheese, that good part. They always put it in there. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting some actual real baked mac and cheese from them.
I don't really eat mac and cheese.
It's not just some regular old Kraft that they're just, you know, putting in a cup.
Some people do that. I'm glad that Churches doesn't use some Kraft mac and cheese.
There's Shaylin's plate, y'all. Want some hot sauce on it?
No.
Why are you jumpy? What happened? What happened? Why you jump? These pants smell like matches, and I don't understand why. Hey, Dan. Yep, that was him. Some kind of truck drove by. Hey, Maureen. I'm buffering? I shouldn't be buffering. Hey, East. Okay. Because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi.
How you folding dresses?
I'm folding clothes. Swimming suits are expensive this year. I went into Catherine's. Their swimming suits were starting at $129.99 up to $159.99. And I was like, no. And then I went to Lane Bryant, and they ranged from, no, I'm not going on vacation. The girls are going to camp. But no, I'm not going anywhere. They were from, well, it was, they had if you wanted to get a 2-piece, they were like $49 each for the pieces. $49 for the top, $49 for the bottom.
$50 for a 2-piece?
No, that would be $100 if you put them together. Each piece was $50. And then they had, you know, the all-in-ones, which were from like $79 up to, I think $89.99 was the most expensive. I think that was as high as they went in there. But mine was $88.95. But I think I had a discount. Let me see. Yeah, it was a 40% Memorial Day, so I got my swimming suit for $53.37. But yeah, Catherine's, I was like, oh no, I won't be getting that. No.
Hi, Dino. I have a trash bag.
Oh yeah.
Chicken thing.
Not while you're doing the trash. You gonna stop and eat, or you gonna do trash?
No, stop and eat. And I'm hungry.
Alright, so like I said, I'm giving her all the white meat. Rayon gets all the chicken breasts. You bees in the trap.
Isn't that a Nicki Minaj song?
I know it's a rap song. I don't know who sings it. I don't
Yeah,
listen to rap.
that's a Nicki Minaj song. I think it's from one of her first albums, from when she first blew up.
I think I always thought it was a man's song.
No, it's there's a man on it, but it's hers.
Yep, he said Nikki. Hold on, something just flew in my eye, y'all. Gotta be an eyelash.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I didn't even do anything.
Can y'all hear the guinea pig rumbling at her?
All I did was this.
And she growled at you.
She couldn't even feel it.
Said she was gonna beat up that finger.
You can't even flinch. Now you can see. Good job. And she's not growling. She's happy.
She was rumbling at that finger.
No, but she was stretching out. They're expanding. See, watch her expand. See, look.
She's rumbling at that finger.
Oh, yeah. She loves ear rubs. Right, Eagle?
You want hot sauce on your chicken?
No. Papa puts hot sauce on almost everything he eats, right?
And peppers. All right. I earned $5 $25 dollars though. Rayon ain't gonna give Leon her chicken. She not gonna give Leon her chicken, so he just gonna be sad. He just gonna be sad. Ice cream truck. Ice cream truck, y'all. Give Leon the box. East Dead Street Fighter 5. Oh, edition. I was like, what's Ed? Oh, Church's Rocks. I thought it said box. What? My screen just said you was playing Street Fighter. That's what just popped up. Something's in my eye, y'all. All right, y'all. I think I'm getting ready to get off of here. And if the girls decide they want to play a game later, we might be back playing one of these versions of Uno's. Uno flip, dos, uno there. With the loser getting bean boozled. Yeah. So, we'll see if they want to play with me. if so, we will be back. All right. So, bye, y'all. Thank you, East. I'll see y'all later on. Hopefully, playing a game and torturing probably myself with the bean boozled jelly beans because they're so nasty. So nasty. You don't have to stand like that just because you put a bra on.
I'm trying to stretch. It hurts.
You're trying to stretch.
It hurts to stretch.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it was an unnecessary stretch.
What does my aunt's pajamas look like?
She got them in there. Go look. This is not the child to start wearing a bra. This is... Now she's walking around like this.
I'm trying to look for it just
Is there a sticker in it or something?
no.
So what's itching?
I don't know. I think it's crumpled.
Let me see. Let me see the back. Don't pull it down, pull it back up. That's why it feels funny, because you're trying to pull it down to your waist. That's not where it goes.
No, it's probably this side.
It's pulled down too low. Pull the front up and the down and the back down. There you go. Now pull the back down. Okay, there you go. And you don't have to stand like this.
Why does it say new comfort?
Because they're new and comfortable.
New comfort stretch? It's not stretchy. Wait, just a little bit. See?
Go find your suitcase. You can put that in there or put all that stuff in that drawer. All right, y'all. This is going to be interesting, but I'll see y'all later if we decide to play the game. Thank y'all for watching. Thumbs and